Okay, we're continuing with question number 3 and 4. Again, I'm finding the volume of each figure. So first I need to identify what this figure is. Well, it looks like it has a rectangle here, one back here, and one underneath. So it's got 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. Remember, in 7th grade, any shape should have more sides than bases. So my rectangle on my base here, there's 3 of them. My bases are the triangles, and there's 2 of them. So any shape that has 2 bases that are directly opposite each other and rectangular sides is called a prism. And specifically, I'm looking at a triangular prism. Right, so if I look up here, for my volume of a prism, volume equals base times height. Area of the base times the height. So I'm putting that up here. Volume equals area of the base times height. Now, I'm going to put the shape of my base around this letter B to remind myself what I'm working with. What shape are my 2 bases? Yeah, they're triangles. So I'm going to put a triangle around my B here. Now that reminds me, so when I get down here, my next step, I'm going to take out and put the formula for the area of a triangle here. So I'll look back at my reference materials, find out, here's my area, triangle. Area of the triangle is 1/2 of the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. So coming back here, I'm just going to copy that down. 1/2 base times height. Okay? So again, just as in questions number 1 and 2, these heights are different. This is the height of the triangle. This is the height of the prism. And I'm going to plug in my numbers. 1/2. Okay, what is the base of my triangle? Well, remember when your bases and your heights, you should always be looking for this shape. That tells you your bases and your heights. It looks like an H for height. So I'm looking for that in my triangle. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, that tells me a 90-degree, which tells me what a height is. So one of these lines is the base and the other one is the height. So we'll say that 8 is the base. And then the height would be this line. It doesn't tell me what it is, though. Oh, wait. This height, whatever it is going to be the same as this height over here. So 15 centimeters. The height of your prism, this one's kind of tricky. In fact, the whole thing's tricky because it's sitting on its side like this. That's how it'll be on the STAAR test most often. Height of a prism is really defined as the distance between the bases. The distance between the bases. So if it's standing up, it makes sense that you would call that the height. But when it's sitting down like here, it doesn't make as much sense. Why is that the height? Well, in this case, it's really the length. It's the distance between this triangle and that triangle. In this case, it's 40 centimeters. Okay? So here's my numbers. It's all ready to go. I can multiply in any order I want. What's the easiest number here to take half of? Probably 8. So half of 8 is 4. All right, 4 times 15 is 60. And let's see, 6 times 4 is 24. But then you have 2 zeros. So my answer will be 2,400. 2,400 what? 2,400 cubic centimeters. All right, problem number 4. First thing first, identify my shape. This is a triangular pyramid. So I know already, because I worked on number 2, my volume of a pyramid is 1/3 of the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. Well, my base is a triangle. In this case, I'm going to put a triangle around my big B. But my 1/3 comes down, parentheses, the area of a triangle. I just did that in question number 3. The area of a triangle is 1/2 its base times its height. All right, plug in my numbers here. Again, with my triangle, I'm looking for this H sign. It's kind of tricky though with pyramids also. All right, this H means height, but I'm looking for the height of the triangle first. You might see this H right here, I think that's the height of the triangle, but it's not. This is the height of the pyramid. It ends up not mattering too much because we're multiplying everything together. But technically speaking, the height of my triangle is this height right here. It makes that h right there. So that's my height, 15. My base is 5. And my height of the pyramid now is 22. Okay, this problem is a really good one for doing my little mental math trick, do multiplying in any order you want to. None of these numbers in here are really easy to divide by 2. They're odd. But look at this number over here. It's easy to divide by 2. So when I take half of it, I'm going to take half of that 22. Likewise, when I look for a number that's easily divisible by 3, well, 5's not, but 15 is. I'm going to do this in 2 different steps. I'm going to take half of 22 first. So I have this 1/3. I still have a 5. I still have a 15. Now I don't have a 22. I only have half of 22. 11. Take a third of 15. It's the easiest one. So I still have this 5. Now I have a 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And I still have the 11 out front. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 11. I'll probably just do this across over here. There are some mental math tricks you can use, but I'll just multiply it out. 25 times 11. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Get my answer of 275. 275 what? Cubic meters.